In this video we're going to be unboxing the brand new Sony a6700, show you what you get in the box and give you some initial settings that are really going to help you out. Let's jump straight into it. So the first thing you're going to have to do is break the Sony seal on the box. Then inside we get the usual warranty leaflets and a basic setup guide. Then we get the Sony Alpha strap, which is not very good in my opinion. It's very abrasive on your neck, so it might be something that you look to upgrade in the future. We then get the Sony Alpha battery, which is the upgraded type from the Sony 6400 one, which as you know depletes very fast. So if you're upgrading from the Sony 6400, you're going to love this battery. We then get this little envelope which contains our eyepiece. I'll show you how to mount this in a second. And finally we get the Sony a6700 camera body. Now if you've got the kit lens coming with yours, obviously it will contain the kit lens also. And there she is. Now my first impressions is it's very similar to the Sony a7C, just a little bit bulkier than the 6600 or the 6400, but not much in it. And let me just show you around the camera now. And as you can see, it's very small in hand, very compact, very nice camera. It's worth noting though that you don't get a charging cable for this camera. You will have to supply your own USB-C cable to charge the battery, and the battery slides in the bottom here. The eyepiece is very simple to fit, you just slide it downwards and over the viewfinder, just like so. But let me give you some tips and settings that are really going to help you out with this camera. Now the first thing you'll want to do is remove these annoying strap holders on the side of your camera. Basically when you go in video mode and start recording, these rattle about like nobody's business and the microphone will pick it up. So remove them so you don't get any of that rattle. Next we're going to go into the settings to change some of them to get the best out of this camera. Now go to our second tab down and you'll see one that says file format. Now you're going to want to change this from JPEG to RAW and JPEG. Now what this will do is save two files every time you take a photo, one as a JPEG and one in RAW format. Now if you don't know what a RAW file is and a JPEG file, don't worry, I'll explain it right here. A RAW file is an image file that is uncompressed with as much data squeezed into that image as the camera can handle. Basically the best image quality that you're going to get out of this camera. Now the file size of RAW images are a lot bigger than JPEGs, but because they're uncompressed it means we can manipulate the images much better in post-production. Now JPEGs are compressed image files and they're kind of like the finished article, you can't manipulate them as much as what you can the RAW, so it's always good to have both options on. Next we move to the right to our RAW file type and you want to set this to lossless so we don't lose any of that important data in our image. Next we move down to JPEG image size and you want to set this to 26M, which is the highest file size possible. This will give you the best quality JPEGs out of the camera. Next we're going to come out of this tab and move all the way down to the bottom tab, and this is one of them crucial setup tips that everybody should do. Now scroll all the way down until you get to the Finder Monitor settings. Press to the right and then move along to the second option down, which is Monitor Brightness, and make sure this is set to sunny weather. Yes, this option will use a tad more battery, but not much. But without this option on, you'll probably find that the rear view monitor is too dark and you won't be able to see your images correctly. And the final setting we're going to change is one more down, Viewfinder Brightness. If you click on this, go to Manual and set it to +1. Now you will have to look through the viewfinder to adjust this to set it up correctly. This is going to increase the brightness of your viewfinder and make it a lot more accurate for your photographs. So there we have it, a quick look around the Sony a6700 with some setup tips that are really going to help you out. Now if you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe to my channel because in the future I'm going to have a lot more videos on the Sony 6700. If you've got anything at all from this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. If you want to help me out to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2023, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, leave me a comment anyway, just saying hi, and we'll catch up in the next video. Oh, and while you're here, why don't you check out this video also? Thanks for watching guys, we'll catch up soon.